What's going on, hosers? I wasn't going to film today, being that I just made that video yesterday saying that I was... What's with the lighting in here? Saying that I was ending my Vita. So I was going to take a few days off, but it seems like it was a hard thing to do to just not film anything after almost a month of making a video every day. Even though I didn't upload every day, I still recorded video every single day. And some days I just merged two into one or whatever. So, it's a beautiful Sunday. I'm just out here enjoying a coffee. It's 11 o'clock or so in the morning. Beautiful day. And I have a bad habit of looking away from the camera like that for a second. I don't know why, but I notice in every video I do that. Anyhow, this is going to be the first of the weekly vlog. Well, I guess technically yesterday was the first weekly vlog, but yeah. So this week might actually get more than one video up because I do actually have the week off. Oh no, that's next week, sorry. I'm all mixed up here. This week I have to work, next week I have the week off. At the end of that, I am going to go and get the quad and do whatever with that. Right. Anyhow, let me show you what I've been up to in the past day. Garage is a total mess, but if you notice, it's different stuff here. I actually did clean up yesterday, and if you notice over here, oh, where'd all that come from? All of this shit was actually under the couch, which is now standing up, and I was, like I said, going to put the couch in my bedroom, but it's pretty big, and it's covered in mouse shit. And God knows what else, so I think I'm just going to drag that out to the curb. And if I recall, the pull-out bed is broken, which is probably why there's tape there. It was probably taped back together by someone. So yeah, I think that's broken anyhow, so I'm just going to drag it out to the curb. Screw it. It's not like couches are hard to find anyhow, and if anything, I'd want a futon. But look at all the space that this gives me for in here. So, like the golf cart and everything else can go in here. So, I'm going to plug along, clean up, got to cut my grass, and I'll update you guys later. Holy shit. So, the golf cart should fit perfectly in here. And it should come to about here, which should give me enough room to walk by. Hopefully. And I still got all that. Just another update. We're nice and open and clean now. I still have to find a spot to put that boat. And I'm working on the bench still. So obviously the couch is now gone. I actually gave it to my cousin. They happened to be looking for a couch, so they live up the street. So I threw it in the truck, and not my problem now. They just cleaned it up, and yeah. The only thing that was really wrong, like I said, was the pull-out. It was broken. I did fix it, but it just doesn't sit even now. Which, you know, all you have to do is put a block of wood or something underneath it, but I don't think they'll pull it out anyhow. So, now some of you might have been wondering, just a second. Some of you might have been wondering why my wall starts here and not there. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but this is actually different since I moved in here. I built this wall last year inside of the walls that are there. They were all rotten, and then I insulated it. But the reason why I started my wall here and not at the edge was simply because I have planned to put tin across here, and that's for that, so that I can keep that in this corner, but obviously I couldn't reuse that in that corner with the couch there anyhow, so I never bothered to put it up. So now I can do that. I have the stuff, I've had it for a year, and I'll probably put a small exhaust fan in here or something for the fumes to shoot out here. I could run a chimney straight up, but I think a vent up the side will be just fine. And because most of your heat comes from around here anyhow, so I think like I said, if I just put a small, maybe computer fan with a vent on a dryer vent, it'll suck all the crap out. The other thing that I would need to do, because really the golf cart is pretty well ready to come in. Oh, and I got my wrenches put back. I need to set up a whole tool kit. Basically want to set up some tools here, and then I want to have a toolbox that has another set of tools, basically one of everything that I need to take wherever, and everything else to be in this box. But that aside, I could bring the golf cart in now, really, because it's just a bench that needs to clean off. But the reason why I'm not going to do that just yet is because I do have some other things I want to do in here. Like, it would be nice to put some wood up along here to kind of hide all this crap, but that's not a priority. That might happen next year, though. These doors, they're not shut all the way right now, but they do leave a big gap there, and the bottom of that one's rotten, so it allows critters to get in, and it isn't very weather tight. So usually I take a piece of polytarp, like that vapor barrier stuff, put it across, and it works pretty well, but it's not ideal, so I'm going to rebuild those. And the other thing is, which is another part of the reason why I'm putting the golf cart here this year instead of here where it was last year, is that this is a, it's not a huge building, but it's still over 200 square feet, and when it's minus 20 out, it can be hard to heat, even though it's insulated and everything. I can do it, and I can, in about 2 hours with that thing, but that leaves a lot of fumes. I can heat it up to 10-15 degrees in here. But when I'm only planning on being out here for a couple hours, you're freezing your balls off the whole time. So, the plan is, this carpeted area is where I'm going to work on the golf cart. And I'm going to, like I said, rebuild the doors, and the new ones are going to be insulated. And then I'm going to build something to go here, whether it be a piece of, like a wooden wall or something. I have more of this stuff out back. I don't know how much I have, but I might also just use a tarp, because they actually do a pretty decent job at insulating, believe it or not. And just hang that from here down across the carpet, so this area won't be heated, unless of course I wanted to, which if I was going to be out in this section of the garage, all I have to do is take that and move it into here, which is what I had to do last year anyhow. So hopefully I can keep that there. I'll have my solar heater vent through over here somewhere, and that'll blast heat in through here, and then just this section needs to be heated, which isn't, this carpet is 8x12, so it's a pretty decent size for what I'm going to be needing it for. Also over here, the record player. Realistically, I don't use it, so that'll probably end up going somewhere else. I'm going to try to wall mount this up here, find a new home for this, and then clear this off and use this as like a desk for editing and whatever else. I do have internet out here, wherever the cable is. I think it's that one, but I have internet out here, but it's only wired, and the cable's actually broken. I gotta fix it. I got it with that thing last year. And it runs up into my bedroom where the router is. The modem, sorry. Well, I guess it goes into the router. So what I want to do is get a second router and plug this into the modem, and then mount that router here somewhere. And I'll just cut one of these wires, which I wired all this anyhow. Cut one of them, put a junction box in here with an outlet, and then I can plug the router in and have it sit on this wall with the electrical panel, and then I can have Wi-Fi in here. So if I wanted to do live stream building or whatever, that would also be in this section, and that was actually part of the reason for putting the couch there and having this backdrop behind it, was so that if we were to do a live stream, it would look something like that. but that hasn't happened. It's been a year and it's all on my way. And at least this way, too. The golf cart will only take up this half of the garage. So there's this half to do other projects. I don't really need the bench for the golf cart. Maybe a couple small things, but it's more working on the machine itself. So that's better off over there. And then this section's open to work on. So yeah, that's just a quick update. Well, a long update, but that's where I'm at now, and I'm just going to keep plugging away at it. Well, I think I got a pretty good start in here, actually. There's bench space on both benches. It's mostly just that one corner still. So I still got some cleaning up to do, but I can't do any more cleaning, and I just went inside, take a break, and watch some YouTube videos. And Star just posted a video about getting a dune buggy, so now I got my golf cart on my mind now, and I can't get it out of my mind, so I can't wait. I'm just going to push it in now, and I don't know if I'll actually work on it or not, but I'm going to get it put in its spot, and hopefully it fits. Well, there we go. That was not an easy task, but I got it up against the wall there. Well, pretty close anyhow. It's in an inch. And I only had my front end tack welded on. It wasn't even done, but my tack welds broke, so yeah. Front end is outside still. So I'm going to have to remove the engine. I don't think it's bolted on. I think it's just sitting there. Yeah. Engine's just sitting there, so that's going to have to come off. And I might use this chain hoist here, which was over here earlier, but I just put a couple of 4-inch screws through into there, and it picked this up no problem. So what I might do is use that to help me flip this thing over. Actually, I guess I want to flip it over this way. And then I can weld my front end back on, clean that up properly this time because I didn't really do it under there. And maybe by Friday we can have another video for this thing out. So yeah, it fits in here pretty good. Got a nice, probably 4 feet of walking space. Now, granted, I won't have, I think the tires will come out to about here, but that's still plenty of space to walk. So yeah, I'm happy to get back on this again. To put the 200 in here off the quad, I think all this is going to have to come out, which none of this is really structural. It's all just kind of, well, this is just tack welded on, which would be the only support bar if it was one, which obviously it's not. So I'm going to cut all that out, and I might actually weld a piece across here just for more support, and then get rid of all this, and there should be plenty of space to bolt the motor down on top of this diff, which, I mean, the old motor weighed about as much as that 200 does, and it was just bolted on here, so with no other support, so it should be able to hold the weight of a motor up on top, no problem. And I'm actually going to go this weekend now and pull that, which works in my favor because I have to go up there for something, so do that. And this weekend I can weld my front end back on, maybe run all my braces and get it done properly. And yeah, so yeah, it fits in here just perfect. I can't really get to my toolbox. I mean, I can. Actually, I guess I can. Oh wow. Okay, I can open all my drawers fully, which I don't really go in here anyhow because all my tools are on that wall, but my screwdrivers and stuff like that, which is all that's in there anyhow, is just extras. But yeah, so hopefully tomorrow we can start the project video on this. Well, just like that, it's Thursday now, and if you haven't noticed, I'm wearing a sweater, and I'm wearing jeans. Canada's funny like that. It is, I think today is the 24th of August, and Monday it was 38 degrees, and very humid. It felt like, I think with the humidity it was like 32 at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it got up to like 40 something. So that was Monday, and then today it was so chilly, and right now I think it's like 18 degrees, but that drastic drop, I've got a sweater on. It's actually going down to 8 degrees tonight, and I think it's only going up to like 17 tomorrow. So yeah, I'm not complaining. I would actually prefer this type of weather. But it's just funny how it can go from ridiculously hot to ridiculously cold that quickly. Anyhow, now I realize that it's already Thursday. I haven't gotten too much done on this golf cart. And I got a project video that needs to go up. Well, I said I might not upload, but I'd rather upload. So that's got to go up tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And I barely got anything done on it. So I'm doing some work on this while I still can, because I don't like to use the grinder and everything once it gets too late. And it's beautiful weather to be out here working, so as you can see, I got my one-piece prototyped out of wood. I think I showed that should be in the actual project video if you watched that. And then I got to cut it out of this piece now. And I think that I'll call that a video after I get the front end done. And then I can turn this thing back over, because it'd be nice to be able to roll it around again. I'm actually going to be going up to strip the ATV and do whatever. That's going to be this weekend now, so if you watch, by the time you see this video, that already happened. So I'm going to be up there from Friday to Sunday, and I'll strip the ATV and see what else we can get into. I might get my old truck out and go play in the field or something, because that sounds like a good idea. Being that nobody wants to buy it, and it's just sitting in a field right now behind a barn, so why not? Anyhow, I gotta get this video finished up and get that edited up tonight, and this video edited up tonight, so I'm gonna call this a video here. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to check me out on VidMe. They currently don't schedule videos, but I think I might upload all my videos as soon as they're edited on VidMe, and then upload to YouTube to schedule them. Just so that they come out a bit earlier on the VidMe. And if I do any little clips or bonuses, they'll also be on VidMe instead of YouTube. Just because, like I said in that last video, I think VidMe has potential, and I think you guys should check it out. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.